Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. Got 8 matchups on this NHL slate for today. Before I get started, go ahead and like and subscribe, support the channel. 67 strong members in the Discord community. Love to have you guys be a part of that. Just a side note, this is probably the last week to get into the Patreon because they bill at the first of every month. So this is probably the best time to get in before you as you could say, double billed, which is really stupid, but that's just how Patreon works. So this is probably the best week to get in, so you get a good at least week and a half, 2 weeks of worth of your money, honestly. So go ahead and join, links in the description, and become a YouTube member today. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. 8 matchups, should be fun. Starting with the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Carolina 29-10-4, Tampa 29-13-2. Tampa currently favorites at -125. Carolina +105 with the over/under at 5.5. Last 10 games for Carolina, 6-4 in their last 10. Tampa Bay 5-5 in their last 10. Carolina, 5-2 in their last 7 here. 7-2 on the road, playing pretty well. Both teams are really good. That's just how it is. Carolina 7-13 in their last 20 meetings with Tampa Bay here. Tampa Bay 15-5 at home. This is going to be a battle. Going to be a battle kind of matchup. Two really great teams. Man, I think it's going to be a battle, and that's why I would probably lean Tampa Bay money line, but I think the Carolina puck line is probably the stronger play. I know it's at -225, but I think it's just going to be a super close battle, and I feel more confident getting Carolina at +1.5. We're going to go with the over 5.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the Florida Panthers. Columbus 15-22-9, Florida 28-12-5. Florida opening up as favorites at -225. Columbus +185 with the over/under at 5.5. Last 10 games for Columbus, 2-8 in their last 10. Florida 6-4 in their last 10. Columbus, a 5-game losing streak here, 0-5 on the road. Tough stretch for Columbus. Florida 5-0 at home here, 8-4 in their last 12. Clearly just taking the better team here. Columbus struggling in this stretch, and I think that's going to continue into this matchup. Going to roll out Florida -225, and we're going to go with the under 5.5. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Red Wings versus the Dallas Stars. Detroit 16-24-6, Dallas 17-14-12. Dallas opening up as favorites at -235. Detroit +195 with the over/under at 5.5. Last 10 games for Detroit, 4-6 in their last 10. Dallas 6-4 in their last 10. Detroit 0-6 on the road against Dallas, 1-4 against Dallas in the last 5 meetings. Dallas 6-0 at home against Detroit here. I think that's going to continue in this matchup. Detroit had a good little streak going. They had a 3-game winning streak going on, but then they had to get shut out from Chicago, which hurt, which was when I was all over them. So Detroit hurt my heart. Gonna roll with Dallas. Should be, Dallas with ease here at home against this Detroit team, and we're gonna go with the over 5.5. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Nashville Predators. Chicago 21-19-5, Nashville 24-21-1. Nashville opening up as favorites at -140. Chicago +120 with the over/under at 5.5. Last 10 games for Chicago, 5-5 in their last 10. Nashville 6-4 in their last 10 here. Chicago 0-5 in their last 5 meetings with Nashville. Chicago 1-6 on the road against Nashville. Not a good stretch there in the head-to-head category. Nashville 6-2 at home in their last 8, and they're 6-1 at home against Chicago here. I think that's going to continue, and I like the low spread with Nashville -140. I think that's a pretty low value. This should be a lot higher, I think. Going to take Nashville, and we're going to go with the over 5.5. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Wild versus the Arizona Coyotes. Minnesota 27-13-3, Arizona 20-20-5. Minnesota opening up as favorites at -148. Arizona +128 with the over-under at 5.5. Last 10 games for Minnesota, 5-5 or 6-4 in their last 10. Arizona 4-6 in their last 10. Minnesota 8-1 in their last 9 meetings with Arizona. They are 2-7 on the road right now, kind of struggling on the road. Last matchup, which was just a few days ago, Minnesota getting a nice win, 5-2 here. Arizona 1-5 in their last 6. They are 5-1 at home here, but I think Minnesota's just too powerful for them. I think Minnesota gets a nice win here at -148. Going to go with the over 5.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the Montreal Canadiens versus the Edmonton Oilers. Montreal 19-14-9. Edmonton 26-15-2. Edmonton opening up as favorites at -130. Montreal +110 with the over-under at 6. Last 10 games for Montreal, 4-6 in their last 10. Edmonton 6-4 in their last 10. Last time these two teams did play, Montreal picking up a 3-2 win in that matchup and winning 4-0 in both of those matchups. They're 4-1 against Edmonton in the last 5 meetings. Edmonton, currently on a 7-game winning streak at home. I think that's going to change here. Edmonton losing those last 2 matchups. I think Edmonton turns it around here at home, playing really good at home. Going to roll with Edmonton at home, and we're going to go with the under 6. Next matchup, we have the Ottawa Senators versus the Calgary Flames. Ottawa 15-26-4. Calgary 19-22-3. Calgary opening up as favorites at -215. Ottawa +178 with the over-under at 6. Last 10 games for Ottawa, 3-7 in their last 10. Calgary 4-6 in their last 10. Ottawa, 4-1 in their last 5 meetings with Calgary here. Calgary 2-5 at home, 4-9 in their last 13. Head-to-head here, Ottawa 6-4 in the last 10 meetings. Calgary, they had that 3-game winning streak, then losing the last matchup to Montreal 1-2. They've been kind of a great puck line team because they've been underdogs a lot. I like Calgary in this matchup. I don't hate the Ottawa +1.5 here, but I just feel better about Calgary in this matchup. Shown they can string it together a couple, some wins in a row here. I think after that Montreal loss, I think Calgary bounces back here. We're going to go with Calgary, and we're going to go with the under 6. Last matchup on the slate, we have the San Jose Sharks versus the Vegas Golden Knights. San Jose 18-22-4. Vegas 30-11-2. Vegas opening up as favorites at -220. San Jose +180 with the over-under at 5.5. Last 10 games for San Jose, 4-6 in their last 10. Vegas 6-4 in their last 10. Last 10 games head-to-head, Vegas 8-0-2 in those head-to-heads. Vegas playing really well now, and I just don't see San Jose pulling off this upset. I'm going to stick with Vegas. They've been hot all season. Rolling with Vegas. We're going to go with the over 5.5. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one, everyone.